Hello guys and welcome to another log of Digimon Pendulum Wind Guardians, and for today's log we have Piyomon, also known as Biyomon in the dub version of its name. But anyway, for Piyomon, it's very nice to see this guy again. We have seen or him many times, from Vital Bracelet appearances to a recent Digimon Color log as well on the Digital Monsters version 4, and of course Piyomon appears again in Digimon Pendulum Wind Guardians Color. So we have seen her many times, it's always nice to see Biyomon. Anyway, before we continue today's log, just like to say if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you've come to the right channel because I document every Digimon that I raise and I upload at least twice a week. If you're interested in such content, go ahead and burn the like and subscribe button with Biyomon's Magical Fire or Spiral Twister and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get into today's log for Piyomon. As usual, we start with etymology and origin of his name. Piyomon here has his name derived from Pio Pio, which is the sound of chirping in Japanese. So that's how he got his name, because it's a bird and it chirps. So that's cool. And I think we've covered that before on version 4, but it's just for the benefit of those who didn't watch the previous video. So Piyomon here, in terms of his profile on Digimon.net, is a baby bird Digimon with arm-like wings. Biyomon can use these to dexterously grip objects, though this limits its ability to fly. Biyomon spends most of his time on the ground, but can escape into the air when danger draws near. Since it's similar in flying ability to Patamon, Biyomon sees Patamon as a rival. So this is really cute, right? Because Patamon also can barely fly, and they actually bring that up during Digimon Adventure. There was a part where Piyomon and Patamon were like, there's one episode where they were trying to escape really fast from an enemy, and they were like being very happy, like, oh look, I'm finally flying, right? Because they had to escape and they really had to fly very fast and escape. So it was quite funny, and this is actually alluding to, I think, his reference in his profile. Biyomon sees Patamon as a rival. Biyomon's dream is to one day digivolve into Birdramon and fly freely through the sky. So take note, I think I mentioned this in version 4 as well, the log, but I don't mind talking about it again. It is quite clear that this part of his profile was probably added after Digimon Pendulum Wind Guardians in the 1990s was released, because back then on version 4, Birdramon was not on Biyomon's roster. Birdramon was in version 4, for version 2, while Biyomon was in version 4. Biyomon's evolutions were either Monochromon or Kokotorimon, right? In terms of those that shoots fireballs. It didn't include Birdramon, so Birdramon was not in version 4, so this dream reference is probably talking about Wind Guardians, when Biyomon has the option to evolve into Birdramon. Birdramon is on the Digimon Pendulum Wind Guardians as well. So, and it's also probably due to the anime where Biyomon does evolve into Birdramon as one of the evolutions in the Digimon Adventure anime. So yeah, let's go back to this. And it dreams to be Birdramon and fly freely through the sky. His nightmare is becoming Kokotorimon, which was the Digimon on version 4 that Biyomon was able to evolve to, who cannot fly at all, so he really wants to fly. Possessed of an inquisitive mind, Biyomon likes to peck at the sprout growing from Tanimon's head. Biyomon's special move is Spiral Twister and attack of Spectral Flames. So I think I mentioned this on the Piyomon log. In that case, in the Piyomon log, in version 4, Tanimon was the one that evolves into Piyomon in the anime, but Tanimon in version 4 could evolve into either Piyomon or Biyomon. In this case, Yokomon, which is featured as the baby version of Biyomon, right? Before Biyomon evolves into Biyomon, it was Yokomon, but Yokomon here in Wind Guardians can evolve into Piyomon and Biyomon. So it's quite interesting. Anyway, Biyomon likes to pick on Tanimon. Tanimon is from version 4, the childlike Digimon the baby Digimon that evolves into Piyomon eventually. So interesting reference there. So Biyomon here, since you're done with his profile and etymology, let's look at his evolution conditions. And we do that, we have to go to humlos.com highly recommended website for all your evolution condition needs. It's the reason why I was able to document logs for my Vital Bracelet, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color, everything. Right, so if you ever start trying to raise a specific Digimon, go to humulus.com so that you won't make mistakes. And case in point here, I actually made a mistake. Why? Because I was so familiar with the Wind Guardians roster in the 1990s, I took for granted that Biyomon is still going to be, like in the 1990s device, evolve into Vidramon. So Piyomon was one of those that could evolve into Vidramon. Turns out, in Digimon Pendulum Wind Guardians Color, they decided to change the fact that Biyomon can evolve to Vidramon, sorry. It can no longer evolve into Vidramon. I was looking forward to raising the Vidramon line, so now my Piyomon is stuck. So after this Piyomon is raised, unfortunately I have to kind of reset this line and get another Digimon that can evolve into Vidramon, because my plan really requires me to get Vidramon next, because I want to do some traded egg stuff. It's too much to explain. But the point is, I wanted to get Vidramon and I didn't check the evolution conditions because I was too complacent and I thought I knew, and turns out they changed the evolution line. So case in point, refer to the humulus.com guide. So as you can see here, Piyomon does evolve from Yokomon, and I managed to do it by following the guide. 1+ conditions, 2 to 3 effort hearts. Pretty straightforward, just keep to that, right? The slot 7 not unlocked, I think it's something that you can consider if you haven't unlocked slot 7, which is by connecting your Wind Guardians to other devices. If you have not done that, then technically you can also do 1+ condition hearts and 4+ efforts. But if you have already unlocked the slot 7 line, which is the new Teromon or something, then you end up evolving to Teromon if you do 4 effort hearts. So just keep to the easier way, just do 2 to 3 effort hearts. You will still get Piyomon, right? So that's my advice, right? And also importantly, check not just how to evolve to Piyomon, but what Piyomon can evolve to. As you can see, Piyomon can evolve to Birdramon, Kiwimon, Woodmon. It's not clear in the screenshot, but Red Vegemon as well, but definitely not Vidramon. So unfortunately, I took for granted, I thought that Biyomon can evolve to Vidramon because that's how I evolved. I got Vidramon back in the day when I was playing Wind Guardians, right? I got it through Biyomon, and lo and behold, I was wrong. So I'm stuck. So I gotta reset. So this poor Biyomon is gonna reset into Digitama after this, and we'll restart another line. But I'm still gonna go ahead with this log anyway, because I already raised the Biyomon, right? So I'll just finish this log and then I'll do what I need to do. Anyway, that's it for Biyomon's evolution conditions, and a very important note on why you should check the evolution guides on how you evolve from and evolve to. Anyway, since you're done with that, let's take a closer look at its sprite, shall we? Alright, let's take a closer look at Biyomon's sprite. Yeah, this is up close, and I realized I didn't turn on the sound, so let me do that. But yes, this is not the first time we've seen Biyomon sprite. We have actually seen that Biyomon sprite in version 4. So if you look at a static sprite, like when it's not moving and it's in the middle, it does look identical. Aside from 1 pixel, I think I was trying to spot the difference and I noticed like 1 pixel in the middle that looks a bit different. Otherwise, it's almost the same. But in terms of the sprite animation, there are some other subtle differences, like when it's idling across the screen here and there. In version 4, there are less happy faces. Here is a mix of happy and angry. In the version 4, while it's idling, it's just, generally angry, like shouting or something. So the feeding animation is also slightly different. Even the one of it saying no. So the way Biyomon says no is kind of docile, it's just closing its eyes. Whereas the version 4 Biyomon, if you look at the log, and I do have a version 4 Digimon Color Biyomon log, you can search it up on YouTube by my channel. You will see that it says no differently with its wings up and everything. So there are some subtle differences. The feeding animation is slightly different as well. I think the happy face is when it's opening its mouth, whereas here it's when it's closed. So I know it's very minor, but I was trying to see if there are any differences, and there are. So I don't want to just generalize and say, oh no, it's the same. They didn't. They actually made some changes here and there. So let's see its training animation as well. So I think the happy animation is a bit different as well, right? But the firing animation looks the same, and the attack sprite is the same as a fireball. Alright, yeah, the happy animation is definitely different. And the angry animation is different as well. Let's just skip ahead. Boop. Yeah, this is angry. But this looks like it's animation of shooting the attack, if I remember correctly. So yeah, those are some differences. It's not major, but there are some differences. I don't want to say that there isn't. You can also see it's evening sky. Let's just put it against the evening sky. Alright, it does pop. Nice, I like it. And let's see sleeping animation. So sleeping animation is different as well. So it closes its wings and is squatted with, you can't see its feet. Whereas Biyomon in version 4 actually sleeps with its feet up. Like, you know, the way that the reptilian Digimon tend to do. Like those that are dinosaur based, like Greymon, Tyrannomon, with their feet up. And you can see their feet up. Now this Biyomon looks more like it's roosting, which kind of makes sense. So if you think about it, maybe the Biyomon in version 4 is meant to evolve into Kokatorimon more because it's more ground based and behaves more like a dinosaur than a bird. Kokatorimon, don't get me wrong, it is still a bird, but it's a ground based bird, right? Whereas this Biyomon nests and roosts, so it's more meant to evolve to a Birdramon, I guess. Anyway, that's just my way of making sense of the different sleeping animation. And that's it for today's log for Piyomon. If you haven't already, please go ahead and burn the like and subscribe button with Piyomon's magical fire. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I have playlists of Vital Bracer, Vital Bracer BE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color, and Digivice Color Evolution as well. So please feel free to check them out. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you in the next video after I've reset this Piyomon. Bye!